Statement of cash flows. Yes, this is our topic. And in this module, we will be discussing the format of the statement of cash flows. Yes, in this statement of cash flows, we will see that the same three activities, the operating, investing, and financing activities, okay, how these three activities are presented in this statement. So, I need your attentions, please, okay. Well, this is the format of statement of cash flows. We also call it as SOCF. Well, when we say statement of cash flows, this statement of cash flows is prepared for the year ended. For the year ended means that it is being prepared from 1st of July 2008 to 30th of June 2009. So it is the accounting year for this statement of cash flows. Well, here we see that there is operating activity, investing activity, and financing activity. And in this operating activity, we have an information which is known as cash generated from operations. This cash generated from operations is a very important information that we prepare for this statement of cash flows. And as we have already discussed, that operating activity belongs to the income statement items, okay. So here you can see that it is cash generated from operations, which in fact covers sales, cost of goods sold, and operating expenses, okay. We will see it's working in the next module. Well, then cash received from interest and dividend. So interest is an income statement item, and dividend income is also an income statement item. So we will see that how this interest and dividend is calculated in terms of cash received, okay. Remember, in the statement of cash flows, we only show cash received and cash paid, whereas in the income statement that was prepared on accrual basis, so that cash paid or cash received was not the part of income statement, whereas incomes and expenses were worked out and then were presented in the income statement there. Very well. Then comes cash paid for interest, means the financial charges. We will place it over here. And by the way, over here we also place dividend paid, which is not a part of income statement, but we will discuss this in the later module, that why we put dividend paid over here. And then comes cash paid for income tax. So altogether these four items, cash generated from operation, cash received from interest or dividends, cash paid for interest or financial charges, and cash paid for income tax, are part of operating activity in this format. Then comes investing activity, and we know very well that investing activity is about non-current assets, okay. So these non-current assets, when these are purchased, we pay cash. So payment for purchasing non-current asset comes over here, and cash that we collect from disposal of these non-current assets come over here, okay. Well, the final figure is coming out in the outer column. Well, then comes financing activity, and we know very well this financing activity covers owner's equity and the loans, which are especially the non-current liabilities, the loans which are appearing as non-current liabilities. But remember, in financing activity, we also show the loans, whether those are short-term or long-term, okay, for which we pay cash or for which we have received cash. Well, just have a look on it, that it covers cash received from owners as capital. It is their contribution as capital in the business, and cash paid to owner as distribution of profit. This is in fact the dividend paid, okay. This is what I was talking about, that this dividend paid can be presented in financing activity, or it can also be presented as an item of operating activity. We will discuss this concept in the later module, okay. Well, Then comes cash paid for repayment of loan or cash received as loan, either short term or long term, either short term and long term. Okay. And then cash paid for redemption of debt certificates. These are also the non-current liabilities. So altogether, these cash receipts and payments are clubbed and their final figure is taken out in the outer column, making total of all these 1, 2 and 3 activities. We get net cash inflow or net cash outflow that took place during the year, and add opening balance of cash and cash equivalents. We will get closing balance of cash and cash equivalent. Remember, we have to discuss all these workings in the upcoming modules. So your patience and your attentions would also be required to learn all these workings. So the important tips to remember in this module are that there are 3 activities: operating, investing, and financing. So remember, the statement of cash flows is divided into these 3 activities: operating, investing, and financing. Okay? And the 4th thing is cash and cash equivalent. So we will see that how these operating, investing, and financing activities are worked out and how we work out the cash and cash equivalent figure. All right? But in the upcoming modules. Thank you.